What up, YouTube? You can't stop trading and investing with your boy James E. Today I want to talk about a couple stocks. I also want to get into the difference between Nasdaqs and OTCs. I want to talk about NNDM, something I've seen beautiful in the chart pattern, try to capitalize on, and I also want to talk about LTNC. An overnight play that I thought I could capitalize on. I want to get into that. But before I do, man, please click that like button. Please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to research and analyze anything I find interesting in the stock market. And I like to share that with anybody willing to listen. So that being said, let's just get right into it. So let's start with LTNC. LTNC's been having this trend of, gapping up. Gapped up here nicely, did a little gap up here and ran, closed here, gapped up, closed here, gapped up, closed here, gapped up. And when I seen this drop off yesterday and it bounced back, I seen this drop off yesterday and then it bounced back and held. Like, it really looked like it was going to curl and head back in that direction and maybe get something similar to this, and we're going to gap up here. But it didn't. It just opened right at pretty much the way it closed, right here in 3. Opened up just a little higher at 3.2. Immediately sold it. From my overnight position, I was already down about $60. And then today, 21, gained back 21 there, and 13.80 here. So overall, I lost, roughly about $25 on that position. So basically a break even. After commissions, it was probably somewhere around like 30 something dollars I lost on that position. It is what it is. I thought I seen the movement I was looking for, and when it bounced back here, I was thinking, okay, we could get a squeeze and a push. I was really hoping to get out, to the 3.2s because I was in at 3 cents even. So I was hoping we'd get a push to like the 3.2s. Didn't happen that way. And so again, like I always say in all my videos, if you haven't watched them, please go and do so. I talk about the same shit over and over. When it doesn't work, I just get out immediately because look, then we have this tank down here. This could have cost me dearly. So regardless, even though it did have a small spike to the 3.7, which would have gave me probably about like a $400 profit, it didn't execute me there because this was all in 1 minute. And it executed me basically at break even. I actually bought it in 3 accounts. The other account sold it exactly at break even. Had a big goose egg on my P&L. And then this one and the other account, wound up, getting back, $28.80, or $24.80. Just overall a break even trade. Didn't work. And then look, it just dropped off. So, it's a good thing that I sold it. And I don't hold and hope that things work. Even though it looked like it was curling back up, it just completely dropped off. And I'm perfectly okay with that, so I played that beautifully. Now, NNDM. NNDM is the one that really got me. As you can see right here, $355 loss on that one. And then if we go over here, NNDM added another 86, so roughly around $430 loss on NNDM. So just a little under $400 on the day. Went red a little under $400 on the day, but that's okay. It's part of the process. It's part of the plan. We don't expect every day to be green. Sometimes shit just don't work, and when it don't work, cut your fucking losses. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. So let's go here first. This is the one I want to get into. So let me go here. Bing, bing. Yeah, right here. So really we could go into the 5-day. I'm seeing this nice, beautiful gradual climb. Comes, pops up, drops down, pops up, drops down, breaks new highs, keeps running. So it's having this nice gradual climb, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. And so right at the open, if we zoom up close enough, now I want to get into the 1 minute. So that was a 5-day, 5-minute chart. And so I'm seeing this nice gradual climb. And so when it dips here and it pops back up to make a new high here, I'm thinking, okay, this thing could keep going. So then when it dipped down here in this candle, before I even seen this candle started going green right here, and that's where I got in. What was my entry point? Let me see. I'll show you exactly what my entry point was. Where is? I don't see it. Oh, right here. 1043. 1043 at 635. Bink, bink. So yeah, right here. So when this dipped and it started bouncing around, I thought we are gonna get it going, and then it just dropped off. Took my L. You know, hey, I had to take my loss, man. Took my loss there, and then when I seen it kind of basing, I bought back in this account. You know, after this had already dropped, thinking that we are gonna still get that bounce back, and then it just kept dropping off too. So I just sold it immediately. And that shit happens, man. You know, it is what it is. You know, I'll take my L's and you know, and live to fight another day. Percentage wise, it wasn't too bad. It was probably about overall on my position. I want to say roughly about for this one, this is about a 3.5% loss, and then on the other one, less than you know, less than a 1% loss trying to capture that move. Because I just seen it wasn't working, and I'm glad I did, because it just kept tanking from there. As you can see, it dropped all the way down to the 9s. So, you know, again, man, sometimes shit just doesn't work. When you're looking at the overall 1 day, 1 year chart, I thought we were going to have this nice bounce back day, maybe push back up to the 11s. You know, that's really what I was trying to capture. I bought 1,000 shares, thinking that we could push back up to the 11s, and, you know, I could, you know, make a nice $500 profit. But it just didn't happen, and that's okay. And then I just seen too, I forgot that I also purchased this one as well, but you know, basically it didn't do what I wanted to immediately, so I just sold it. You know, winded up with a $9 loss on that one. And this one, again, this was it was just riding up. Let me see, where did I see this one as well? Because I honestly completely forgot about this one. Let's see. Bought it at 5.5 at 656. Okay, so oh yeah, right here. So it was looking like it was breaking, and you know, I was up a little profit on it. I believe I was up like $100 on it or something. And but you know, that's not the goal, obviously. And then the thing just started dropping off, so I didn't want to mess with it no more from there. And as you can see, it did wind up dropping off. So sometimes shit just doesn't work, man. And then you also got to go by feelings, and that's exactly what I did with that. I went by what I was feeling, and I just felt like it wasn't gonna work. And so, you know, as soon as I bought it, I just sold it, because I felt, okay, this thing ain't working no more. You know, held it from right here at this breakout point. You know, I held it for, you know, maybe 10 minutes and just sold it, man. Not even 10 minutes, and just sold it, because, you know, it's not worth my time. Plus, I noticed that I also get into a habit mentally. You know, everybody has psychological battles in the stock market, man. And then, like, especially like NNDM. Compare NNDM to those other two stocks and look at the losses. ASTI, $9 loss. You know, LTNC. Overall a $25 loss, and then compare that to NNDM. So why is NMDM such a bigger loss than the other two were OTC plays? Okay, there's the markets are way different in OTCs than in Nasdaq. Nasdaq swings so hard, man. Like, I could have ultimately profited on this, because when I bought back on the dip after I was down here, you know, I bought back on the dip, and then look, it bounced back. So like, even if I would have held this position, you know, if I'd have got out here, I would have winded up, you know, losing maybe $150 on this position, and then the other one I bought down here, and I would have gained $250. So overall, I could have been profitable, you know, $100 on NNDM. But it's so fucking choppy. Nasdaqs are so fucking choppy, and for me, they just it's no longer predictable for me. You know, everybody's different. Other people could read these a lot better than I can. But I found my consistencies in the OTCs because they're a lot more predictable. And I could cut my losses a lot faster. I mean, look at this. Not even a $10 loss on here, trading with almost the same exact position size, but it doesn't move nearly as fast. I mean, these things move incredibly fast and they'll swing on you. Whap, 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 whap. Those are big percentages right there, man. You know, I mean, I remember at one point, you know, I was down, you know, a couple hundred, then boom, back up 100, like that, like in less than a minute. It's crazy how much these things swing compared to the OTC market, which are a lot smoother transaction, man. Like, they're a lot smoother. They ride a lot smoother. You know, and they more take their time than just this incredible, you know, algorithmic plays that, because, you know, Nasdaq's and New York Stock Exchanges are heavy in algorithms and computer trading, when OTC markets are, you know, a bunch of guys like me, man, you know, retail guys, you know, guys who just, you know, hey, we comfortable. If I can make, you know, in the mind of the big money players, you know, making $250,000 ain't shit a year. You know, making 300 grand, 400 grand ain't shit. That's not big money to them. But for someone like me, that's big money, man. So, you know, give me you know, $250,000 to 400 grand. And in the OTC market, that is very possible to collect if you know how to trade these things. And when you look at this, the OTCs here, compared to what I've been making, I mean, my P&L is huge when it comes to losses and gains. My gains are way bigger than my losses when you combine them all together. So, you know, that goes to show, because it's a lot easier to predict in the OTC market than it is into the Nasdaq, because this was showing all signs of that it was going to continue to go. I mean, look at this nice gradual climb action. And then now that it's dropping, it's kind of is maintaining trend, and this very might well be the bottom, and then it turned. But, you know, I've been struggling with Nasdaqs, which is why I've been sticking to the OTC market, because Nasdaqs, man, they just been eating me alive. And as you can see, perfect example. Total took a $430 loss on NNDM, a Nasdaq, a listed stock, compared to what I've been doing in the OTC market. So again, man, this just solidifies me to stay in my lane, man. OTC markets is where I capitalize on. I haven't had any major wins in Nasdaqs. I've had, you know, my wins and losses are like damn near similar when you look at the P&L. So I just stay away from them, because compared to the OTCs, my P&L on wins and losses, my wins are here, my losses are down here. So, you know, it's just common sense, man. And when you have enough data and you pick up on things, you notice that, man. So, you know, I mean, I honestly think NNDM is a good buy now, just looking at the chart where it is now, and think it might bounce back up here, back for $1. But I'm not even going to play this thing because, again, man, statistically proven, when I trade Nasdaqs, you know, I'm nowhere near as good as trading Nasdaqs as I am in the OTC market. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my analysis. Again, man, if you made it this far, please click that like button. Please subscribe. You can't stop Mafia. It's a mindset movement, meaning never stop yourself, never stop your progress, never stop your education, especially in finance. Having multiple streams of income is an amazing thing, and the stock market is a place where you can do that. So NNDM, Nasdaq stock, took a loss on it. Again, probably roughly around 3.5% loss. So it's still within my loss tolerance, but compared to OTC stocks, you know, LTNC, ASTI, barely took any loss on it. Took a $9 loss and a $25 loss. So look at those losses, man. Nasdaq's loss up here, dollar amount. OTC, loss way down here, dollar amount. A lot more controllable for me personally in the OTC market to control my losses. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I'll be sure to keep you updated as much as possible. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.